The super blood moon, the lunar eclipse, and Buddha Purnima, all three on the same day. Imagine the kind of energy that we are receiving right now. Hi, I'm Teja Priyadarshini, founder for Akashic Center for Healing, and I help people have more ease and joy in their life by removing any limiting beliefs or energy blocks that do not serve their highest purpose. Today is the super blood moon and the lunar eclipse. I'm saying today because I am recording this while I'm in the time of the eclipse. So the eclipse is happening right now, the lunar eclipse is happening, and we're right in the middle of it right now, and I'm channeling the beautiful moon energies that are coming through. Not just that, we're receiving the energies from the central sun itself, so it's very, very potent. So I decided, why not do a reading for you to tell you how your month is going to look like. That is from the May 26th, 2021 to June 26th, 2021. This eclipse is bringing with it a lot of transformative energies. There are a lot of changes that are going to be coming your way, and this reading is just to help you prepare for those changes. Any advice, anything that's happening in your life currently that you need to pay attention to, that is what this reading is about. So if you're excited as I am, then let's get started. I'm going to place a shot of the 4 cards for you. Just close your eyes, take a deep breath, allow your intuition to guide you to the right card, to the right group. As you take a deep breath and make your selection, just know that whatever messages that you receive today are for your highest and best interest. If it resonates with you, allow it to change whatever needs to change in your life. Allow it to release whatever needs to be released from your life. Alright. Now that you have chosen your card, before we begin, I would like you to know that these are general readings. They may not resonate with each and every one of you. Whatever resonates in the message, absorb that. Allow that to change you. Allow that to release whatever is not wanted in your lives. But if it doesn't, pick another group. If that also doesn't resonate with you, then choose another video from my playlist. And if you want a one-on-one detailed reading of your Akashic records, all of my details are in the description box below. My phone number, my website, how to contact me, everything is in the description box below. So let's jump right into the video now. Hello to all my phoenixes who've chosen group number 1. Let's see what your cards are for today. You've got the Temperance in the reverse. This is from the Sacred Indian Tarot deck. You've got the Queen of Forces in the reverse. This is from the Akashic Tarot. You've got Chinnamasta from the Yogic Path Oracle deck. You've got the Lovers from the Wild Unknown Tarot. And the Mother of Pentacles from the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. So first off, I would like you to know that this is about a woman in your life. You could be the woman who's watching this right now, but it is specifically about a woman who is involved with her family so much, who takes care of her family, and sometimes is all about the family. Like anything and everything the family says matters to her. It makes or breaks her. And she is someone who's right now going through a lot of imbalance, a lot of uncertainty, and she wants to be loved. She wants to receive love. And for some of you though, I'm picking up on this energy of a woman either you're in a relationship with or someone in your family circle who does not have your best interest at heart. This person is causing you to lower your vibrational frequencies, making you feel stressed, anxious, scared, causing a lot of unhappiness, imbalance. So if this resonates with you, then just understand that you need to be very careful around this person. But for most of you, it could be either you who are going through some sort of a loss, or someone you know in your family you're very close to who's going through some sort of a loss. It could be a loss of a job, it could be loss of a relationship, it could also be a loss of a person. And if that is you, I'm sending so much of loving energy towards you. I'm like giving you a very big energetic hug. I hope you get through this, because I know the times are so difficult and everybody needs to be loved, everybody needs to feel love. So I'm sending you lots of love. Okay, so let's get into the reading now a little more in detail. So when you get the Lovers and the Mother of Pentacles, it's talking about a woman in your life. Perhaps it could be you. Like I said, it does not have to be a woman. It could be a womanly energy, a feminine energy in your life who's going through a sort of a warped sense of self. You know, when I say a warped sense of self, I'm saying that this person does not realize who they are in entirety. They are so confused. They think that if they are a mother or a wife or a daughter, that is how they look at themselves or identify themselves with. If it's not that, if it is not the family, then she doesn't really know where she belongs, or she does not know who she really is. The self, the identity of the self is kind of lost without the family. So the family is very, very important to them, and they will do anything for the family. And that means they may also use emotions to manipulate the family. So when you get the Queen of Forces in the reverse, it is talking about a woman who can be very manipulative, who can use emotions to get her work done, and it is also talking about someone who's lost power. So if this is you, if you are feeling like you have lost your identity, you've lost your power, it is asking you to find that strength within yourself and to bring it out. So the record keepers also are telling you that this is a moment of test. This is a time of test. The testing to see whether you will choose yourself over someone else, or whether you will choose to let go of your identity and dissolve into a puddle of nothingness. So they're asking you to choose you, because when you feel like your world is upside down, like this card is, the Queen of Forces is a very, very powerful person. But when the Queen feels like her whole world has collapsed or it's turned topsy-turvy, there may be a sense of loss of power. So when that happens, you need to find yourself, you need to find who you are, you need to re-identify with yourself, reinvent yourself perhaps, and find that strength within you to step out of whatever situations that you may be going through. So the next 1 month is about finding that balance within yourself. When Temperance comes in the reverse, it usually indicates that the help you require is within you, but you don't seem to be focused on that. You are looking for anything on the outside to help change you or to make you feel better. But what the guides are saying is that everything you need is within you. You need to start balancing out your emotions. Right now you're feeling so depressed, so stressed, so anxious that you don't know how to move forward. And when Chinmasta comes up, this is a very powerful card. I don't know if you can see all of the details, but she's got 2 heads in the hand. She's cutting off her head, and then there's one head on the in the other lady's hand. So it is about reinventing yourself. So she cuts her head off, right? When she needs to transform. And when you transform into this beautiful, strong woman, then you gain yourself a new identity. And this is about replacing heads. I mean, it sounds very gory, like some science fiction horror movie, but it is about replacing what you thought of yourself in the past to what you want to be in the future. So it is about reinvention, it's about transformation, it is about knowing what you truly want and finding the balance within yourself in order to make this transformation. So it is a transformative period. The next 1 month for you is going to be intense. Unfortunately, it's going to be emotional as well, because you are basically feeling very unloved, or this woman in your life who you're focused on at the moment is feeling extremely unloved, and because of that is causing a lot of trouble. So if it is you, please understand that it is okay to go through all of these emotions, but after a point you need to stop, analyze yourself and pick yourself back up, because we go through a lot of ups and downs, especially in the last couple of years. Every one of us has been going through a lot of ups and downs because of the lockdown, the virus. We're losing people, we're losing healthy people sometimes. So it's very the energy outside is very chaotic, it's very depressing, it's very stressful, and your life is also is reflecting that kind of energy right now. So you need to know that the only person who can love you the most is yourself. No one can love you more than you can, and it is time for you to reinvent that side of you, to reinvent that part of you, and to bring that positive, strong personality out. So if someone you know in your family who's a woman and is going through something like this, it is your job, if you choose to support her, if to love and care for her, so that she may come out of this turmoil, this situation that she has gotten herself into. So this is something that is, it has like two sides of the story. So one is for all of you who are women who are watching this, who can identify with the kind of person I had described earlier in this reading. If this is you, then you need to reinvent yourself and find that strength to come out of this difficult situation one step at a time. But if you are a man watching this, you may also identify with this, because I'm talking about the feminine energy here, because most of the cards in your reading are, women related. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, you've got the Temperance, you've got Chinnamasta, you've also got the Queen of Forces. So there's a lot of woman power here. The Chinnamasta's energy is like super, super strong, and so is the Queen of Forces and the Queen of Pentacles. They're all very strong energies, and they all are showing up in your readings, because it is very, very important for you to bring yourself out of this. You have a long way to go, and Temperance is asking you to balance out these energies that you're feeling, because your family is depending on you, and you are a very family person. You love your family very much, and your mood, your depression is affecting the people around you. So it's time to bring yourself out of this, and you need to also be more vocal about what is happening with you, like what you're feeling. If you can express this to your family, if you can gain their support during these difficult times, there's nothing like it. But if this is you, do leave me a comment below so that I know that these messages are reaching you. And if this message resonated with you, leave me a like or share the video with someone else who may benefit from it. Alright, and if you want to know in detail what your lunar month is going to look like, that is from the 26th of May to 26th of June, then do get in touch with me for a personal reading. All of my details are in the description box below. But I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye-bye. Hello to all of my Phoenixes of Chosen Group number 2. Let's see what your cards are. You've got the King of Scrolls in the reverse, the Tower in the reverse. This is from the Indian Sacred Tarot deck. You've got Anahata from the Yogic Path Oracle cards, the Daughter of Swords, and the Seven of Swords from the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. So first off, let me tell you that if you haven't already, in the next 1 month, you may experience sudden changes. There could be a sudden change of place, a job, a relationship perhaps. but there is sudden change that is happening in your life, and that is like the overall energy for the month, that you will be going through a transformative period where the changes will happen very suddenly. And maybe, this is a trigger warning, but it may not be all good. There may be a loss of a job, a loss of a relationship perhaps. You may also lose somebody as a partner from your business venture and things like that. So there is financial loss here. But if you have lost somebody in your life recently, like a partner, a loved one, a husband, this is a very, very difficult time, and the emotions that I'm feeling right now, I can't even begin to express. I'm so sorry for your loss if that is what you have experienced recently. I'm just sending you lots of love and lots of healing energy so that you can cope through these difficult times. It could have been a very sudden death of someone you loved, and you're finding your way out of it. And it's so difficult to even see the light at the end of the tunnel, because this was so unexpected, so sudden, that you really didn't know how to cope with it. For others of you, this could be a job loss. It could be a change of your financial position. Your relationship at home could have changed. There is a lot of confusion here. There's a lot of sad energy that is coming through. There's a lot of sudden, unexpected change in situations that have happened. But what the record keepers and guides want you to know is that you are a person who has never sought the help of anybody else, who's always stood on their own, who had overcome so many difficult times in the past that even now, you're burning bright on your own. You are not looking for the support of others, and in some cases, for some of you, nobody is even showing up to help. But the record keepers and guides want you to know that you don't need anybody else. All you need is you. You are enough. You are capable of so much more. You have the strength and the ability to rebuild yourself once again. You are a very frank person. You have a great eye for detail. You are so keen in, looking at everything around you, analyzing it logically, and seeing what works for you, what works for others, and you're able to make out the nuances of life. But this may also make you slightly judgmental of others, and that could create issues with relationships, especially those who are your near and dear ones. So be very careful to keep your opinions to yourselves, because everybody has gone through a loss or some sort of a difficult situation, and right now everybody is on edge. Everybody's feeling emotional. Everybody is feeling like the world is collapsing. So you need to be very, very sensitive to someone else's feelings and to deal with all of this with love, because when Anhata shows up, it is talking about new possibilities. So even if you have lost a job or a relationship or a business venture, it is talking about recreating new possibilities and new opportunities that are going to come your way, but you need to handle them with an open heart, with lots of love. So you need to start working on your heart chakra, do meditations to expand your heart chakra, learn to love yourself first, because that is the most important thing. Unless you love yourself, you will not be able to love another person fully. And with the King of Scrolls in the reverse, it is talking about a loss of a person in a relationship. It could be that you have broken up with somebody, you've broken up a long-term relationship and it's really painful. This person, this man, the masculine energy in your life has chosen to walk away. It could also indicate death of a partner, a husband especially. So it is a very difficult time for you right now. And it's all of a sudden, it's something like you hadn't even expected something like this could happen, and it did. And that is the reason the record keepers and guides want to send you lots of love, and lots of positive healing energy your way, because when this card shows up, it is talking about taking a step forward in love. So if you feel like you are in darkness and that you can't see the way forward, please understand there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and the Anahata card is asking you to choose the light, to look inside of you, to see what your heart holds, the love that you may have had for that person who's passed on, or the love that you have for the people around you, or the love that you have for yourself. Use that love to stand up strong and tall, and no matter who supports you or not, it does not matter. What matters is that you are enough. You are able to overcome the situation and cut through everything. You're basically using the sword and cutting through all the nonsense, cutting through all the unhappiness, and finding yourself once again, and finding the light and coming out into the light. So the Tower also talks about transformations. It is basically telling you that whatever's happened in your life right now, it's transforming the energies for your good. Even though you cannot see it at the moment, it is something that is going to bring in positive changes in the future. So for this entire month, the record keepers and guides want you to work on loving yourself, on opening your heart, and truly experiencing the light at the end of the tunnel. So they're saying, even though it's so painful for you right now, you need to take that one small baby step forward, because only when you do that, you will be able to rediscover yourself, rediscover the strength that you have within yourself, and pull yourself out of this darkness. Because these are dark times. I have never experienced anything like this in my entire life, and I know I've just lived a short life, but whatever we've been experiencing for the last couple of years has been terrible. The terrible loss, the tragedy around us is immense for us to take on. So sometimes we tend to absorb the emotions and thoughts and feelings of others around us as well. So it can be a very depressive state of mind right now, but please reach out, ask for help. I'm here to help you. You can get in touch with me directly. Otherwise, there are many others like me who are willing to help you. So please reach out, chat with us, talk to us, tell us how you're feeling so that we're able to help you. If this message resonated with you, do leave me a comment below. And if you can't reach me, just send me a message on the comments below and I will try and reach you. I hope this message allows you to find the light and come out of this difficult situation. Sending you so much of love your way. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you again in another video. Welcome to all of my Phoenixes of chosen group number 3. Let's see what your cards are. You've got the Moon card. You've got the Father of Cups. You've got the Sahasra from the Yogic Path Oracle deck. You've got the Strength card in the reverse from the Sacred Indian Tarot deck. And you've got the Fated Meeting in the reverse from the Akashic Tarot. So immediately I can tell you that this is about a romantic connection. It is about a soulmate, a soul connection, a karmic connection, a twin flame connection. Basically it is about this romantic relationship is not so great at the moment. Either you're not talking to each other, or there's a lot of confusion as to where you stand. It's like a repetitive pattern. It's been happening for some time now, and this person in your life is creating a lot of confusion. You know that the two of you are supposed to be together because the connection is so strong that the two of you are being drawn together. But when the Fated Meeting comes in the reverse, it is telling me that all of the plans that you have made are now just going down the drain. Anything that you may have planned with this person is not panning out. Also because, we're stuck in a pandemic. We can't travel, we can't fulfill certain plans. But it is also showing me that this person is someone who is quite well settled. The person you're interested in is quite stable, quite well settled, who takes care of their family, who is very sorted in many ways. But they do not seem to be able to express themselves emotionally. they find it difficult to open up their minds and hearts and tell you exactly what it is that they're feeling or what is it that they're thinking about. Because when you get the Father of Cups, this is the King of Cups basically, is talking about a person who's got a lot of love in his heart for his family, and they could have a very well balanced energy about them. If you're a man watching this, then you could be someone who has a very motherly kind of a quality, not in a derogatory way, but because you have that motherly instinct when it comes to your family. And if you're a woman watching this, then it is talking about someone who's very well settled, who's very well sorted, who is balancing family and work, who's able to carry on both the roles of a man and a woman. And when the moon shows up, it is talking about not being able to express emotions, not being able to open up to the feelings of love. They have a lot of feelings for you, though. It is not like they do not have any feelings for you. There is a lot of love in this relationship. There is a lot of emotions. There is a lot of sentimental value to this particular relationship. But because they are unable to express themselves, it's leaving you very confused. It's leaving you very unsure of where this relationship is going. And all the plans that you have made have now just they've all gone down the drain. It's not happening anymore, and this is frustrating. This is frustrating energy. It is, basically telling you that your fears and insecurities are now coming up to the surface. When the Strength card shows up in the reverse, it is talking about how this situation with this person is making you feel insecure. So what the advice is from the record keepers and guides is for you to have open communication with them and to also use your intuition, because when Sahasra shows up, it is talking about intuition, it is talking about divine timing, it's talking about how you know all the information already. So you need to tap into yourself and ask yourself, is this the correct relationship for me? It could be a soulmate energy, but if it is not serving you and your highest purpose, then you may need to move past this relationship. No matter how difficult this decision is for you to make, it is always in your highest and best interest if it is not working out for you. And Sahasra is also talking about to use your intuition with regards to this relationship, because there are so many other soul contracts you may have with different people. There will be other soulmates, there will be other people coming into your life who can give you a more fulfilling kind of a romantic relationship, and this person may not be willing to offer you at this moment everything that you are looking for. And this is what is making you feel really frustrated, because you did plan to meet and take things forward, and you might have had all of these wonderful dreams together, and suddenly you seem to they seem to be just backing out of it. They seem to be like unsure about it, and that is causing you a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of frustration. So the record keepers are telling you not to worry about it, because whatever is happening is allowing you to use your intuition and strengthen that intuition and then see clearly what is right in front of you. So if this person is unable to express their emotions and feelings to you freely, then it is time for you to rethink this relationship. I'm not saying to let go of it, but maybe you should sit them down and have a conversation with them. Make them understand that, look, this is what I'm feeling and this is what I'm expecting. What is it that you can offer me in this relationship? When you clarify things will start moving faster forward. So you can then get rid of all of your insecurities, all of your fears, and find the strength within yourself to confront the issue at hand. Whatever it is, that is what is happening between the two of you right now, with your soulmate or your partner or your lover. It is about communication. Once the communication improves between the two of you, things will start getting better. If not, the record keepers and guides are asking you to rethink the entire relationship itself, because if it is not working out for you in your highest and best interest, that is, if it is not making you feel joyful and in love and in bliss all of the time, then you need to reconsider this relationship. Because if someone is making you feel unworthy, if they're making you feel like you don't matter, that you are an option, you're a choice to them, then I don't think you should be in a relationship like that. Whether it is friendship or a romantic relationship, you should not choose to be treated that way. Like, you should not allow someone to treat you like an option, because you are giving them your valuable time, your valuable affection, your valuable, energy. The energy that you spend with them is so valuable that no one is allowed to just leech off that energy, siphon off that energy, and then discard you, right? So if that is how they're making you feel, then you need to rethink this relationship, because then this is not the relationship for you. There will be something better coming your way. There may be a lesson from this relationship that you may need to learn and then let this go. But otherwise, they're asking you to focus on your intuitive abilities, to strengthen them, to try and see when you feel most intuitive, and see if you can enhance your powers of intuition, because this relationship is teaching you intuition. It is teaching you how to be on point with your intuitive ability, to know beforehand what is going to happen, what they're feeling, what they're thinking, all of that, because we're moving into the 5D reality and the portal is wide open right now. As I'm doing this, we are in the lunar eclipse. We are bang in the middle of it. This is on the 26th of May that I'm recording this video, and it's time to release what is not serving you and just let it go through the portal. Let the portal do whatever it wants with it. Just receive the positive energies, receive all of the magical abilities that are coming through the portal, because with this moon card, it is also talking about hidden abilities, hidden gifts that each one of us have, but we don't really pay attention to it. So it's now time to pay attention to those gifts and to bring them out to the surface. So for the next 1 month, you need to focus on figuring out whether this is the relationship for you, or if you're not in a relationship, then to see how you can bring these magical abilities out and explore more in depth spiritually. I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, do leave me a comment below so that I know these messages are reaching you. If you want a one-on-one session, all of my details are in the description box below. I will see you again very soon in another video next week. Until then, have a lovely week ahead. Welcome to all of my Phoenixes who've chosen group number 4. Let's see what your cards are. You've got the Star card. I love this card. It's beautiful. You've got the Death card. You've got Vishuddha from the Yogic Path Oracle deck. You've got Clearing the Way, 4 of Keys from the Akashic Tarot. And you've got the Magician in the reverse from the Sacred Indian Tarot deck. Wow, these are beautiful cards. Alright, so first off, I would like to tell you that there is a huge obstacle in your way. Like, there is something that is bothering you really a lot. And this obstacle, right, is something that you have been avoiding clearing, because when you see this card, Clearing the Way, it is, the record keepers and guides are just being blatantly obvious with this message. They're asking you to remove that obstacle, because whatever this obstacle is in your way, it is not allowing you to reach your goal. I don't know if you can see the house at the end of the road. The chariot stopped right in front of the log, the tree where it's fallen on the road, but it is blocking them from reaching their home, their goal. So if you know what this obstacle is, you better start clearing it out, because what I'm sensing is that you are dreading the change that it's going to bring. You are feeling afraid that if you do remove these obstacles in your way, then things are going to start changing. Things are going to start being different around you, and this is something that is causing you somewhat of an anxiety. You don't want to do this. You don't want to remove the obstacle because you're unsure of how it's going to be and how this change is going to affect your life. But with the Star and the Death card, so when you get the Death card, it's not literal death, all right? It is the ending of something that is not required. It is a card of new beginnings. It is a card of transformation. It is telling me that once you remove these obstacles and you end that cycle of all of those obstacles in your way, then you are going to transform your energies into something beautiful and positive. And with the Star card, look at that card. It's so beautiful, isn't it? The Star card indicates hope. It indicates a bright future. It indicates new beginnings also. And it is something that you can look up to. Like, imagine you're having a very crappy day, okay, or an evening, and then you go to this place where there's hardly any light, and then you look up at all of those beautiful shining bright stars in the sky. How do you feel? You feel amazing, you feel renewed, you feel hopeful, right? So the Star card is giving you hope. It is telling you that when this cycle ends, then something beautiful is going to start, something new is going to happen that is going to allow you to reach all of your goals. So it is time for you to concentrate on removing these obstacles in your path in this entire month. So from May 26th to June 26th, all you need to do is see where all you have obstacles in your life and try and remove them. And they're also telling me that you have an issue voicing your opinions. If this is you, then you need to speak up. You need to observe what's happening around you, but you also need to speak up. You need to hold your space, speak your truth, and only then will people sit up and take notice of you. And when you start voicing yourself, when you start telling people enough is enough, I'm not going to take this anymore, I need my life to change, I need to transform myself, miracles will happen. Things will start transforming beautifully around you. And there's a lot of positive energy in the near future, especially with the Death card and the Star card. It is just reinforcing what I'm receiving from the record keepers and guides, that moving forward, once you remove these blocks, right, moving forward, you are going to experience a different version of yourself. You're going to start being more confident, more charismatic, more energetic. There's a lot of vibrance in your life is what I'm seeing. So if this is what you want truly in your life, then it's time to remove those obstacles in your way. There are no more excuses. You can't make excuses any longer. You need to pick up your pace. You need to change this the situation you're in, but you also need to do it not in a gentle manner or not in a very aggressive manner. You need to find a balance in moving forward. You need to be assertive, you need to put your foot down, but you also need to do it in a gentle way. So it's like a balance between both the energies. Once you find that right balance, then you will be able to move through or push through these obstacles and reach your goals. That is what the record keepers and guides want you to do for the next 1 month. These are beautiful cards. Look at these cards. You've got the Vishuddha. So please, whenever the Vishuddha card shows up, it is talking about voicing your opinions, opening up and telling people what it is that you think, that you feel, being more expressive. Also, I'm getting creativity. Like, I don't know if you're a creative person, but what I'm receiving from the guides right now is that use your creativity. Think out of the box. Whatever solution you're looking for, think out of the box is what they're saying, because the obstacles in front of you require you to think a little differently. Maybe you need to change your perception on the way you look at these worries or people obstructing your way, or whoever it is that is causing those blocks to come in your way. You need to think out of the box. You need to think creatively is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, do leave me a comment below so that I know these messages are reaching you, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in another video next week very soon. Until then, have a lovely, wonderful, magical week ahead. Bye-bye.